Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's Week 8 of the NFL on E!
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Right to the air. Here's Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Murray connects with Moore here. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Here's Murray. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray able to get this one to McBride. Big strides. Look at him go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. For Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Benson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Again, it's Guerrero. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try the middle with Guerrero. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Guerrero on 1st down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 3. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. Ricky Pearsall. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to widen their advantage.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
An extra point try now for Moody. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. A handoff running right. Garindo. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Another try for Garindo. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Isaac Garindo with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And it's Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 41 yards. yards. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, in that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Moody good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, Murray's. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His second lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now back to throw. He's got Jordan complete right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Isaac Guerrero with career touchdown number 70. And the 49ers have got it on cruise control.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Murray. That pass complete to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. First down, Murray. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Pass complete there to Harrison. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Pearsall. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design,
and he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Guerrero. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Isaac Guerrero. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Murray throwing on second down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. On play action, it's Murray. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter, I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guy's stopping.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to.
And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Murray now on first down. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. You could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Play action. Now it's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Throwing now is Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cardinals are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The Cardinals setting out a kick and wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On play action, they'll throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Handoff here, Guerrero. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Isaac Guerrero taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Murray going to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Murray now. Again, he finds Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Murray now to throw. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Murray. Shortwood here, caught by McBride. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Murray. Wilson snags it left side. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They go play action here on first down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, well, the league's best offenses, they stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to McBride. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Murray. Caught. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point try now for Moody. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Sauce Gardner puts it on. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
On the ground, McCaffrey. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Moody for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh, he shifts past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Niners, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.